So it's everyone's favorite FOMC day, and in a few hours, Powell will be giving his testimony on rate cuts and dot plot moving forward. We don't really care about the news, we just care about the market's reaction. And right now, we do have an interesting kind of tape right now. Dow and the Russell bidding with the NASDAQ down, that's not unusual. That's a typical kind of configuration that we're accustomed to seeing, and then vice versa, obviously. But what's interesting is with the Qs down 0.5%, there is room now for a lower high here on an intraday basis, and there's room for higher lows potentially on the Dow and the Russell. So we could see that configuration come into play later. You have the VIX futures getting hit a little bit, but VIX itself is up, and VVIX itself is flat. So kind of just in a holding pattern here from yesterday. And really what we're going to really keep an eye on here is if we do get some sort of a dip here, are we going to take out this trend line here? So that's going to be our former rising wedge that broke bull. If that breaks bear here, we could be looking at a failed breakout. So that is something that we're going to be watching on the downside. For the spiders here on the positive, if we can just reclaim 660, there's really not much between that and an all-time high. So again, it's pretty cut and dry here. Does it pump? It's not like there's big resistance here to look at on the upside here. It's really about the supports on the downside, and do we hold any sort of back test if the Fed throws any curveballs at this market? Remember, the VIX new contract is settled, volatility is open, so there's no zombie bid right now. So any sort of bid here is going to have to come from organic buyers. But right now, all noise until 2:30.